Welcome back to the Winston, Stock Car Racing's All-Star Night, live on FX. Drivers coming out, getting ready to be introduced for the All-Star game. Here's how the Winston Open ended up. Jeff Burton gets the big money and the ticket to the big dance. Everybody else gets some nice parting gifts. Carl Long, 20th, Larry. What a great story there.
I mean, it is. I mean, he knew what this race paid to at least start. He's building a new home, be finished in August. He decided to take that money, buy this race car that he raced here tonight from the Petties, knowing he could hopefully recover enough money to put back in his house fund. And I think he accomplished it.
Sure did. Here's our Denny's menu of events. Driver introductions coming up. And then the Winston, as is tradition, will be run in 3 segments. But as is new, it's survival of the fastest. And after every segment, somebody else gets to go home.
Yeah, based on what we just saw, that's for $50,000.
Yeah.
What do you think we're going to see for $1 million? Oh, baby.
I can't wait. Might see more of this.
Yeah, this is a 10-lap shootout here for this little shenanigan.
On that restart.
Gets into Mongo there.
Jimmy Spencer got squeezed out of the middle into the back of the pack. Matt?
Well, back in the garage, and Jimmy Spencer, you're back in your plain clothes. What happened between yourself and Mike Skinner post-race? Or did it start during the race?
Oh, well, nothing happened after the race. I mean, if he wants to, I mean, we can bring it on. But I mean, he had brain fade there. But you know, he was also trying to win the race. So you know, what are you supposed to do? I mean, he did what he thought he was right and run all over the side of Mongo, ran over his tail, and he started barking and screaming and
Busted him up a little bit.
Well, he tore the fender up, knocked the toe end out, and everything else. And then I knew we were in trouble. I knew we couldn't do nothing. But I really felt like the pit stop went awesome. 2 tires. We made a big chassis change. But then I knew the toe end was out. It's got the pushing really bad, and probably got a 1/4 to 3/8 toe out, so that killed it. And but Skinner thought he needed to do that to win. And the only thing is that he made the move, and it cost me the chance, any chance I had of beating anybody. So damn it, I didn't get a ticket to the big show. So I guess I'll watch it on TV.
Thanks, Jimmy.
24 drivers will be in the big show in the Winston. And they're coming out to be introduced to you next. Glad to have you with us on Racing's All-Star Night. This is the Winston on FX. Welcome back to Lowe's Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina, just northeast of Charlotte. We're still keeping an anxious eye on the weather radar, but we're proceeding as planned for Stock Car Racing's All-Star Tilt, the Winston. 3 segments, and after each of the first 2, drivers are eliminated from the competition. I'm sure that's copyrighted, but what the heck. Matt Yoakum is backstage.
Well, Mike, not only a big night for the drivers and a lot of cash on hand, a big night for the crew guys. They're also going to be introduced up on stage. And Jamie McMurray, your first Winston. Describe the feeling of getting ready to walk out on stage with all these hundreds of thousands of fans.
A little nervous. I was just thinking about last year. I was sitting outside of my Bush owner's motorhome in Nazareth watching all this go on, and now to get to be a part of it, I mean, it's unreal. Sterling and I were just sitting up on top of the truck watching the Open, and cars look so good going around here at night, and they look like they're going fast, so ready to get going.
Well, get ready. They're getting ready to call you up on stage. Mike?
40 laps, 30 laps, 20 laps. 24 cars to start. They'll take away 4. They'll run 30 laps. They'll take away 6. And then 14 cars will shoot it out for $1 million to win. And it's all coming up right here on FX. A huge crowd at Lowe's Motor Speedway, just north of Charlotte. Pretty much the home of the sport for all of these Winston Cup teams. And they are set to see the best in the business go at it here in the 3-segment all-star race, the Winston. Let's go trackside to the host of NASCAR on Fox, Chris Myers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome live.
All right.
With Jeff Hammond.
Come on, let's raise the roof, guys. Come on. Yeah. See, now this is what it's about right here.
It's an all-star night.
And this is not Los Angeles, baby. This is what happens in Charlotte, North Carolina.
This is
all right.
You know, 150,000 fans. It's nice to invite them on our back porch at the Hollywood Hotel. Nice to have you out here to honor the 24 All-Stars and their teams. Of course, a big night of racing. You saw Jeff Burton advance in the Winston Open. And Jeff, you've been a part of this before. What, 18 of the 19 years here at Lowe's Motor Speedway. Fans love to see the drivers. What's it like when the guys walk out on this stage?
I'm going to tell you right now, this is the greatest night there is. I mean, it's almost like Oscar night because all the fans are sitting here cheering. You see the flash bulbs going off, all the guys over with the cameras. We don't have a red carpet, but buddy, I got news for you. These checkered flags work just as good as that red carpet.
All right, well, the fans...
Right. Woo!
The fans want to see their drivers before we see a lot of racing, so you cheer them on. We're going to talk to a few. Let's go upstairs to Mike Joy, who will introduce the drivers and their teams. Mike, let's hear it for the guys, all right?
Thanks, Chris. The way this stage has been aligned, you'll see the doors on either side of center stage, and each pit crew member will come out a door that is labeled with his position. So here are the 23 drivers qualified for the Winston. Car 42, the Haviland Dodge. Gas man, Mike Boddick. Catch can man, Heath Silver. Windshield, Rick Reeling. Jackman, Mark Cass. Tire changers, Dave Collins, Keith Manch. Tire carriers, Billy Kerwood and Mike Brill. The crew chief, Donnie Wingo. And the driver, Jamie McMurray. Starting 22nd, Team 88, the UPS Ford. Barry Price, Rick Colson, Kevin Stimberis, John Bryan, Mike Trower, Darren Jolly, Jason Sheets, Jeff Knight, crew chief Sean Parker, and the driver, Dale Jarrett. Starting 21st, the Interstate Batteries Advair Chevrolet. Jim Gilbert, Donnie Ratledge, Adam Von Olhausen, Jason Lee, Mark Armstrong, Todd Meredith, Barry Cook, Alan Copley, crew chief Michael McSwain, and driver Bobby Labonte. Starting 20th, the number 21 Motorcraft Ford. Henry Benfield, Butch Moracle, Mike Hartman, Tony Martin, Tim Sheets, Dwayne Colbert, Mike Smith, Andy Silver, crew chief Pat Trison, and driver Ricky Rudd. Starting 19th, Team 38, the Pedigree M&M Sport. Norman Koshimuzu, Danny Dickerson, Robbie Benton, Scott Wood, Gus Hinton, Kevin Hall, Ray Holm, Paul Volk, crew chief Raymond Fox III, and driver Elliot Sadler. Starting 18th, team number 2, the Miller Light Dodge. Doug Engel, Mike Garrett, Nick Giambruno, Tim Boatwright, Donald Richardson, Dave Litto, Robbie Fuller, David Doyle, crew chief Billy Wilburn, and driver Rusty Wallace. Starting 17th, Team 17, the Smirnoff Ice Triple Black Ford. Benji Groves, Dave Poranto, Todd Miller, Russ Struck, Justin Oakstead, Chris Brooks, Jeremy West, Brian Dunaway, crew chief Robbie Reiser, and driver Matt Kenseth. Starting 16th, the number 48 Lowe's Power of Pride Chevrolet. Jim Pollard, Mike Nauer, Ryan Dubois, Chris Anderson, Corey Quick, Ryan McCrae, Ryan Pepe, Ron Mallett, crew chief Chad Naus, and driver Jimmy Johnson. Starting 15th, the number 10 Valvoline Pontiac. Jimmy Watts, Steve Mann, Mike Kluka, Brian Perry, Bobby Burrell, Shane Cook, Greg Burkhart, Steve Jennenbacher, crew chief James Ince, and driver Johnny Benson. Starting 14th, the number 6 Viagra Ford. Rick Paczynski, Scott Kurtz, Danny Eklund, Chris Webb, Todd Ziegler, Dave Weiss, Chris Haladik, Will Smith, crew chief Ben Leslie, and driver Mark Martin. Starting 13th, the number 22 Cat Truck Engines Dodge. Tony Anderson, Gray Warren, Jimmy Rollins, Kyle Rowland, Tommy Wallace, Mike Brown, Drew Blickensderfer, Dale Long, crew chief Frank Stoddard, and driver Ward Burton. Starting 12th, team number 12, the Alltel Dodge. George Whitley, Jerry Moody, Mike Nelson, Chad Norris, Dennis Terry, Ray Ossian, Joe Piet, Trent Cherry, crew chief Matt Borland, and the driver, the defending champion of the Winston, Ryan Newman.
Definitely the class of the field. Can you make it 2 in a row tonight?
All we can do is try. This is survival of the fastest, and all we got to do is survive. Hopefully we're the end of the fastest.
How about this crew over behind you? Can they get the job done on pit road tonight?
Yeah, I think they can. They're a good bunch of guys, and we'll just try to do what we can to keep this Alltel Dodge up front.
Well, good luck tonight, guys, and see if you can take it to them one more time. Ryan Newman, last year's winner of the Winston.
All right, and we'll be back. All-Star Night continues from Lowe's Motor Speedway. We'll meet the rest of the drivers and their crews. Thanks for watching FX. We'll be back in just a moment. Let's hear it for these guys, folks. Thanks for helping us out.